Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Chloe in the morning. And I actually have coffee today. Look at that. So, my name is Chloe. That is my coffee. And it is actually the morning. It's like 9 a.m. So, we're doing pretty good this week. I am co founder of the marmaj Foundation. And generally, I try and go live Monday to Friday in the mornings if I can, and I try and go through various near protocol blockchain projects, events, and I try and just experience it for myself, of course, but then trying to share more information with the marmaj community if possible, trying to get more people involved with what we're doing, and so this here is Stake Wars. Episode 3, a new validator. So basically, chunk producer validators are coming to Near, and there's lots of information on this webpage about it. So near.org/stakewars, and you can kind of get all the information. But from a high level, chunk-only producers are introduced by reaching sharding phase 1 and bring a more accessible role for those who may not have the Near required to run a block producer node, which costs 100,000 Near for a block producer node and quite a bit less for a chunk producer node. Anywhere between 10,000, 50,000, not 100% sure yet. This new role will allow the validator number to grow, creating more opportunities to earn rewards and secure the Near ecosystem. So from a high level, that's what's happening. Currently there's about 100 nodes on Near. They're all block producer nodes. They validate blocks and the chunks inside of them. And soon they're going to have the block producer nodes and then a few hundred chunk producer only nodes. The block producers will validate the blocks, these large blocks. The chunk producers will validate one chunk each. So you can have fun by building confidence, test your skills, and be distinctive, stand out of the crowd. Very fun. And there's okay, how do you join? How do you get started? That all sounds good. But in my opinion, this button right here, run a Near node now, is where you should be getting started. Now they have some challenges. So I'm going to move my face because I feel like every time I stream it needs to be somewhere different. But anyways, you could see if you want support, just join Discord. Okay? The marmaj Foundation, we have a small little community growing in the marmaj research section for our validator community. But if you want some actual real support from professionals, join Discord for the Open Shards Alliance and you can get some support there. There's a fly in here too. And hope the force will be with you. So when you start, you're like, okay, you know what? This sounds kind of fun. Maybe you've heard of validators on Ethereum or Solana or Avalanche or whatever. You've heard of MEV, minor extractable value, or whatever else you've heard of. And you're like, okay, I want to learn. I want to try setting up a chunk producer node on testnet, which is called ShardNet. Okay, so you're going to create your own ShardNet wallet and deploy the Near command line interface. So if you think you want to get started, the start is pretty straightforward. No submission C is required. I could, leave a little, right? No submission is required. Oh gosh. Watch. So if I wanted to leave a PR right now, I guess I would edit. I'm just doing a spelling fix spelling error. All we're doing is fixing the spelling error. See, so this is how you create a PR pull request. You're reading some GitHub repo. You go, oh look, there's a typo. You're trying to change this line to this line. Discuss and review. Create the pull request. And create PR. So now I created PR. Woohoo! Has no conflicts. And that's just fixing a spelling error. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so no submission is required for this challenge. It will be evaluated together with the next one. Okay, so all you have to do here is, let's open all these things in new tabs. Okay, so what we have to do, step one, is create a wallet. Now, if you're new to the Near ecosystem, this might be completely like weird for you, but all we do is go to my Near wallet. Yeah, errors. And you can see I'm already logged in with marmaj.shardnet.near. But if you were logged in, or sorry, if you were not logged in and doing this for the first time, you would hit create new account, and it would show you this, hopefully without errors, and then you would create an account. So marmaj research, okay? And someone's like, wait, that's already taken. So we already have that name. We made that name as well. So if you were like, okay, marmaj research 2, okay, that's definitely not taken. I think they're maybe having an error at the moment for creating new accounts. So testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, testing. Okay, so it seems like people are continually trying to take down the network. And so I'm assuming what happened is that people, because what I've seen on the Explorer is, first of all, for Shardnet, there's 1,000 nodes online. There's 300 nodes validating. But you can see you're only supposed to start with 2,000 Near when you make your account. They updated things to make it only be 500 Near. It's all test Near, by the way. There's no economic value to these Near tokens. It's all for experimentation and testing. But you can see, so these are boot accounts, right? These are boot nodes. They have to be staked with a high amount of value so the node doesn't get, the network doesn't get taken down. But you can see there's some other accounts with quite a few Near tokens that probably shouldn't have them, right? So, I mean, even having 20,000 tokens in the testnet would be difficult because you start with 2,000. Creating 5 accounts, which is not allowed. You're supposed to have 1 account. 5 accounts would mean 10,000 tokens, which is obscene. And so some people have, 200,000 tokens, 300,000 tokens. Please do not do this. So you can see there's already an issue because they're trying to find a way to stop people from taking down the network. So if you do come to this step, please only make 1 account. What's happened now is that because people have done this, what's probably going to happen is, let's show it like this. So clear, Near login, make sure we're on, this is on mainnet, we don't want that. Okay, so to keep this simple, we're gonna skip a few steps so you can understand the issue we had at creating a wallet and why it didn't work. We're gonna skip over that, and we're gonna go to Near CLI. Okay, so we couldn't make a wallet because of security issues with people, malicious by accident maybe, right? Taking a bunch of Near tokens and then causing issues. So the team was like, okay, you know what? We got to stop this, and we're going to find a way to fix it later. So to fix it, one of the ways is, first of all, you make sure your machine's up to date. My machine is up to date, so we're not going to go through all that yet, but that's the command there. You make sure you have Node.js, NPM, and you can check this for me by going to my version. So, oops. Okay, Node version 16. That actually is not. Oh, because specifically for this, it wants 18. So you should do what it says, and you can use your Node version manager to change it to 18 something. But when you go to Node long-term support, the most recent long-term support version is actually 16.16. And so for me, just doing dev stuff on my own at home, like just for fun, I use version 16. But specifically, for Stakewars, I would definitely suggest switching it. So you could be like, I don't know how to change your Node version. I mean, you could just Google it, right? So, NVM change node version. And then you just pick your version. It's like, yeah. So there you go. NVM use 18. And then if I wanted to know which node worked with 18, I would just be like node 18. And just be like, Node.js 18 is available. Maybe I can just say 18. It'll give me like the newest 18, I think. So if I was doing this, right, I don't want to use an old version like that. I think I'm going to say use 18. And then I think NVM use 18 will use the newest like supported version of. No. Ugh. Why are you being like this? Sorry. What? Ugh. Like, is it like, I love this because, yeah, NVM use. Why aren't you letting me use NVM use? I think we have wget. I thought I already had. What? NVM not found. NPM. It says right here. Download description runs it. The script clones the repository and attempts. Oh, okay, never mind. You do need the script. Okay, NVM install 18. Why are you being like this? Oh, it wants the exact version. So I can't just say NVM install 18, node version manager, yada yada yada. No, it didn't like that. I think it wants me to say like 18 point whatever. Okay. LTS version of node 18. Ugh. Oh, this is the current version and the, yeah, okay. So can you just please show me what it's actually called? It's not just called 18. Let's see, downloads. There's like a fly chasing me right now. Ah. Okay, I'm definitely seeing 18. Oh, current, sorry. Latest features. Yeah. 18.7.0. 18.7.0. Oh, that's the install. Okay. So this is how you would do it. You need to find 18, you go find 18 and you say use 18.7.0. Oh, it already switched it. Like I downloaded it and it went to using it instantly. So if I now go node-v 18-7. Okay, perfect. So if you know we're doing this setup, we want to make sure it's done properly, and that's how we would do it. Now we're on 18. Point. So let's actually make this here so we can see everything a bit simpler. There you go. Woohoo! Now let's check npm version 8 dot something. Perfect. Install near CLI. I already have near CLI installed. That's why I have all these commands coming after. But if you want to install near CLI, the command line interface to interact with near, that's how you would do it. Now, validator stats. Now you just saw when I typed in near login, a mainnet. So near keys chloe.near, it shows me something. Near keys marmaj.factory.shardnet.near. Nothing. Okay. So what we're gonna do is make sure that we Actually, we're gonna have some fun in Shardnet. Actually, let's just do it for now. Not trying to. We usually use this computer for mainnet stuff, so I don't want to like just. So now when we do near keys for Chloe, you see, yeah, I just didn't. Ugh, RPC's out for Shardnet apparently. We'll see. This video might not be very long then. Near keys for the factory. Okay, you know what? Darn it. We do have a local RPC here for near ENV Shardnet. Okay, yeah, whatever. Just keep. Nothing's gonna work. So I tried to do this video, and because none of these commands are gonna work without the RPC working. Cat. Let's see. What? Yeah, why won't you just... Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't see this thing is like... I don't want to mess up anything here, but... I feel like we're looking for, there you go, export near env equals shardnet. No, I'm not looking for general bash RC. Sorry, this is just becoming me playing around now because RPC's out anyway. Use local near RPC. I can't remember how to use it. So hopefully there's a quick little... access keys. Retrieve. Sure. No, I don't want it like this. I more just want like, where is the near CLI? Near CLI, like, documentation probably isn't going to give it to me. Under the hood, uses the near JavaScript API. Documentation. That's not helpful. Because there should just be a simple way. I wish there was a simple way to check or just to change. Like, I know it is, right? So for example, when I'm here, why? Oh, I called near keys. So near keys, Chloe dot near. What? Oh, maybe it's only here. Yeah. The point is, when I call near something, it tries to send it to the RPC here, and I'm like, obviously it'd be nice if I can just use localhost. So you export mainnet, access key location, very important. Near. So what I was trying to show was that you can use near generate key to create you an account, and then you don't need to use the UI. But the RPC is out, which might be why this isn't working either. See, testnet only wallet. This is the RPC. But again, it'd be amazing because we don't have to use this RPC. We can use the RPC of our node that's running in the other room. I've done it before. I always forget how to do it. Like, inspect. Like this one. It's like, oh, like this wasn't working, right? RPC.shardnet.near. Oops. And so we need to tell, but there should be an easy way just to like tell your right, my near wallet, like where's the part where, oh, search shardnet, there you go. It does this. Oh no, see, I don't want it to just say. How do you just like edit? Localhost 3030. Is that even how you write it? Because there was an actual place where it's getting. Ugh. So you have the document, Beatty, all this random crap, style stuff. I really thought I'd be able to just see. This is just the link. I feel like here, this is just saying what it's gonna link to. So like, I want it to be like local host network, right? So I want it to go to the localhost network. If I click this, it probably would go to the localhost network. Like, oh, when you open it, open this. But I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to actually be like, use this, right? But doesn't seem like it's gonna be that simple. I mean, I'm not very good with HTML, so I will admit that like, but what I'd like to do at least then is figure out how to do it. So I'm showing you what I'm trying to do on the UI, but I think it would be easier just to do it here because, you know, when you call near, it knows there's somewhere that's written saying, oh, use this as your settings. So I gotta find like some config settings for near CLI. Okay, so like config for near CLI. See, that's the problem with these docs that I'm having. View state, okay, installation, you download it. Okay. You want the version. Okay, here. Near version That's not helpful. Near install, new over. Maybe I can just near and then just see what happens. So create an account. That's what we're trying to do. Is create an account. Oh no, not this one. This is a sub account. Anyways, state, delete, deploy, dev deploy, view state, clean, send, your stake, your login. Your initial context of that contains near API, near account. Generate key, add key, delete key, validators, proposals. Ooh, you can just do EVM call through near. Very cool. Ah, here we go. Okay. We can do this. It's right here. Network ID. Okay. This is the one I'm looking for. We did it. So, node underscore URL. Okay. Node underscore URL HTTPS localhost 3030. Yo, I don't know how to write it out. Yeah. Retrying request. Failed. Okay. Near keys. HTTPS localhost. Is that even how you write it? Let me make sure I'm writing it properly. HTTP. We're not doing that. It's HTTPS, I'm assuming. Near keys node URL. So this, it should be fudgicles. Oh, it needs, okay. Near keys marmaj.shardnet.near, and it's saying, oh, connection refused. Okay, so the node's running. I mean, clearly, right? And then we have the validator running, and the firewall is probably stopping me from actually connecting, I'm assuming. Which I guess is a good thing. I'm glad that my validator node doesn't start off with allowing RPC requests. Typically, you would want to open up your node to incoming RPC, because obviously we're sending out telemetry data. So for example, we know we're sending out data because this video is becoming a lot less of what I wanted it to be, and a lot of just rambling and trying to get to places. But you can see, for example, that the marmaj.factory.shardnet.near account is joining the validator block. It's up to date, right? You can check other ones. We're up to date. 22 minutes ago is when we last sent in data, because 22 minutes ago the RPC went out. Yeah, and you can check what build we're on. So you can see that I'm on build 266. Other people are on build 234. And this is all open source and public. So you can see exactly what someone's on 218. They haven't updated in a week or so. And all the information is publicly available about every single node on the network. How much people have delegated, what the fees are, and things like that. So apparently we really can't make an account. I started this video 29 minutes ago, and the RPC went out 23 minutes ago. So just terrible timing, to be honest. And then I was able to switch my RPC, so we figured out all you have to do is use node URL. And so if you have a local RPC that you could use, that's up to date. So for mainnet, that's what we would normally do for the marmaj Foundation. If the public RPC was slow or ever went down, we could use our own. And so I've showed that in the past before, but just to quickly show like what I'm talking about. If you go to Ref Finance, which is a decentralized exchange on Near, and you launch the application, you'll see in the bottom right-hand corner some RPCs you can connect to. And so the official RPC is at 224 milliseconds ping time. So if you send a request for information to the API, whatever, it'll take 224 milliseconds to come back. And you have a BlockPi RPC down here, which takes 2,000 milliseconds for the request to come back. And so that can kind of help you gauge like why you might want more RPC nodes to connect to. So for example, if I had a local RPC node, it might be 20 milliseconds to ping to. And so if I was able to just have an easy drop down here where I can type in localhost 3030, or maybe we eventually get an actual URL like marmaj.org/RPC, that would allow anybody, let's say, in the marmaj research community to be able to come here and access the marmaj research API without, maybe these, sometimes the official RPC is at 2,000 milliseconds. And so that's kind of how, or the reason why we would want to be running extra RPC nodes. And I think this is why I like live streaming, because you never know what's going to happen. It's kind of just like, live sport or whatever, where there you go. We actually can't even get through these first steps. We can't make an account. We can't call near proposals, near current. But let's see. Oh, and actually, the most important steps on the next step. So after you've made an account, after you've downloaded your CLI, and after you've done all these steps, which hopefully work for you when you go through this, you can get 30 unlocked near points. Wait, how much did you get for the last one? Oh, rewards are unlocked at the end of challenge 2. So you get no rewards just for setting up your account. You need to actually get to the end of setting up and running your node. And then it seems like you get 30 unlocked near points. I think max is 500, so 30 unlocked near. That's awesome. You gotta, deploy your node, download the snapshot, sync to the actual state, and activate your validator node. So this is the part where, you went to the first step, you went through setup, but this is the part where it actually takes having a virtual machine or having a more powerful computer to start running some of this software. So this is challenge number 2. And again, you're using the same 2 links, Wallet and the Explorer. So Wallet and the Explorer. Hopefully they're working for you when you go about this. But it's telling you your minimum requirements for the node, for the computer. And so it needs to be 4-core CPU, but it needs to have AVX support. There is some, very low-level explanations of how you can get around this, but there's actually a very easy command to run to see if your computer even supports this. Next, you need 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. This laptop, for example, has 16 gigabytes. And you need 500 gigs of storage. For example, this laptop has 1 terabyte. So you would think this laptop has, I think, like 8 cores or 6 cores. It has 16 gigs of RAM, and it has twice as much storage. You think it would be good to go. So we're going to take this command. We're going to put it into our thingamababa. We are going to paste it. And basically it's saying, look for this thing, and then look for these little thingamabobbers, and then if it's there or not, if it's all there, echo supported. If it's not all there, echo, so type out not supported. We'll hit enter, and it says, oh, look at that, it says supported. So now we know that this laptop right here can support whatever we're trying to do, running this node. So we're going to install our developer tools, right? So, I already have them installed, I'm pretty sure, but you just go like that. You want your password. I should probably try running an RPC node on here again. Anyways. Oh gosh. This is what happened to me last time. Okay. Python's available, but referred to. Ah! No, this is annoying. I think we have Python. Yeah, Python goes to Python 3. Okay. Okay, we'll see. Install all these things. Install Python 3 pip. I think we have that one. That's the whole point. It's going to set the configuration, user base bin, Python. Okay, setting up Python stuff. I think we already did this, but I always feel like I might miss some things. And with this type of stuff, like with my path and the bin and all that, way above my head. Path systems in like file systems and all that, I try for hours and hours to get it through my brain. I just go, okay, I'll double check. Okay, so you install. So this is the part that takes quite a while, actually. So I'm gonna come here for a bit. So installing Rust and Cargo does take quite a while. You press 1, you hit enter, you source the environment. Again, more environment stuff and whatever. Just again, follow the instructions. Pretty straightforward. You're gonna clone near core. Again, this part is all step by step, really self-explanatory. You clone, git clone. You're cloning a file from the internet into your local computer. CD near core. You are going into that file that you just downloaded. Git fetch. I'm pretty sure just updates the folder with whatever new contents might be online. So if you've waited a week. There might be new files online that have been updated that your computer doesn't know about. So git fetch, just make sure you get those new files. And then git checkout. I'm pretty sure, I think the fetch makes sure you know what's available, and then checkout actually lets you download it and like sets, because you could have like multiple different branches of the file, like multiple different. So you could have the main. You could have testing, you could have developer branch. And so maybe you want to check out the developer branch for a bit or check out the main branch for a bit. And so you can be developing or using multiple different types of software with the same one file that's being downloaded off the internet. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. I'm not a professional on GitHub at all, but that's my understanding. Then you're going to compile the near core binary. So basically you took all this information off the internet, you made sure it was up to date, you made sure you checked out the correct branch, so maybe you want to do testing branch or the shardnet branch, right? Because near core is for mainnet, testnet, betanet, guildnet, and shardnet. And so you check out specifically the shardnet branch. And so you're also going to build the release features for shardnet, right? It's all kind of right there. And this will take a while. Okay, and it does say, compiling the near core binary might take a while. It does take quite a bit. And so let's see what we got here. Or, clear ls cd. Let's go through some of it. So we're going to, we already cloned near core. We cd near core. And let's git fetch. Okay. Now we're good to go. We have a new tag for shardnet. We have a new tag for all this stuff, new branches. So all these things were updated since the last time I did this. It seems like 1,500 things were updated, and awesome, cool. All that new information, love it. And so now it's gonna say, okay, there's this file over here, okay, for Stakewars, and this is the commit hash that you're gonna check out. Now for me, the UI my computer was being a bit annoying last time, so I had that. Even though I was typing out git checkout and then doing this, it's actually working. So my other computer that I'm actually running this on would always run the command. So if that happens to you, honestly, I just use a browser tab. So git checkout, and then I just do that, and then just copy and paste the full thing and put it here. But it worked for me, so we're just gonna hit enter. Did it work? Yes. So git checkout of this thingamabob, it says, okay, no, we're switching to this thingamabob. Okay, you are now in detached head state. You can look around, make experimental changes, and commit them. And you can discard any commits you make in this state without impacting any branches by switching back to a branch. So for example, we could be using this to experiment, make changes. let's say the marmaj research team was finding new ways to make our validator node more performant, right? Get higher rewards and not get kicked out. We could try and give those changes to some of our other members in our community. They could test them out, see if they like them, and if they don't like them, they can just throw them away. Or if they work out really well, we can try and merge them to the main branch and say, hey, everyone else, use this new code that we found out that makes things a little better. We'll see if that actually works in real life, but that's kind of the idea of what we hope to do with the marmaj Foundation research team one day. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're going back here, and what else does it want? Oh, it wants us to compile near core. Okay, build Reniche. Let's see what happens when we try and build near core. We've already built it, pretty sure. So it should still take a while, right? And I'm not going to stay live doing this again. I've been live streamed in a week or two ago, building near core. It takes about 20 minutes. It's a bit too long for my liking to sit on a live stream for. So when people get to this point in time, generally what I would say is just do this overnight, come back the next day, come back in a couple hours. It might take you 20 to 30 minutes if you have a really powerful machine. It also might take you a couple hours. Honestly, it just depends. And then once you're done building, I think it takes, again, 5, 10, 15 minutes, up to an hour, for depending on your computer. You start initializing a working directory. Now, I actually don't know what I have here already, so like cd, near, so yeah. I already have config JSON, Genesis JSON, and node key JSON. I don't want to cap my node key. I think it'll show my private key. I might move to a next screen real quick just so I can... yeah, it would have showed my private key, so... Glad I didn't do that. Okay, so... let me move my head again. So... yeah, then it has to build all 680 whatever packages. And I'll start dropping frames now, too. That's okay. Oh, shoot. What time is it? Oh, 9. I think I have time. I can't remember. My phone isn't in here, so my phone's somewhere else today. Oh, sorry, that's why. This computer. Okay, so once we are done building near core, making sure we have all the files needed, making sure everything's in the right spot. Honestly, this might have already been done on this machine. I just cannot remember, and so we're building it again, and it might be quick because it's already done. And so that might be the reason why we'll do it on the stream. We'll see. This stream is definitely not going to go for more than 15 minutes longer, so we'll see how far we get. After we do that, we're going to initialize a working directory, but as you can see, what this is going to do is it's going to go to your home directory, right? And then it's going to use -near and then initialize for shardnet and then download Genesis. Okay? Now, as I've shown here, we already have genesis.json and config.json. To be fair, it's really weird actually. I'm gonna try and show this. Basically, if you try and call this function of init, but you don't have Genesis JSON already here, it'll give you an issue. Wait, why is node key there but not validator key? I'm pretty sure both keys are supposed to be there. Don't worry about it. This command will create the directory structure and generate config, node key, and Genesis. Okay, so we already did the init because we already have this, right? Which means we probably already did this step as well. But when you do new stuff, you do have to build again, right? So each time you check out, a new commit, there'll be like 2 new files you have to build, and you do have to build like each time. Oh shoot, I didn't build. Whatever. Will be another chance to go build something next time. I don't think I built near core again when I reset my node last time this morning. Okay, so what we're actually going to be doing here is replace the config.json, which actually isn't that important, but let's see if it allows us to do it anyways. Perfect. It didn't matter much, but it basically removed this config.json and made sure we had the correct one. Honestly, not important. We're going to make sure we can get the snapshot, right? So this is still building and making, but we are going to move ahead. And so we're going to make sure we have this, AWS CLI thingamabob to make sure that, I think we already have it though. Oh, yeah, I already had it. Do not required to get snapshot after hard fork. I don't think I need the hard thing. I feel like we have a few things incorrect at the moment, but we're still going to run the node, just to make sure everything's good to go. And remember, it doesn't matter because the RPC's out at the moment, so we're just going to talk about how it would go, but I don't think running the node would work regardless at this point, unless all of a sudden like test worked. Nope. So yeah, 39 minutes. Let's close this. 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 And so what we are going to do. So we know that this is what we're going to do, right? We're going to cd near core. So, right? You have near core right there. And then we are going to call this wonderful function, right? Or this wonderful command right here. And then we have to actually set up a validator, right? We have to actually make sure we have the right information, and we deploy a contract and all of that stuff. We got to make sure we set up, the system MD stuff or system D stuff so that it resets the node when it shuts off on its own. We got to make sure we enable it and have pretty logs and all that stuff. And then our node synced, and validator key.json must be in this spot, right, where you only have node key right now, but you also need to have your validator key and all this stuff. Okay, but let's just quickly go over what the other challenges are, because with the RPC out, we can't do anything anyway, so let's just talk. Okay, so the next challenge is challenge number 3. You get 10 near points for deploying a new staking pool for your validator and do operations on your staking pool to delegate and stake near. So basically, you get 30 unlocked points just for opening your staking pool contract and setting up the node and syncing it and all that. And then if you actually end up delegating some near, so for example here at the marmaj node, you can see there's 4 people have delegated. So yes, I delegated. Most people you'll see have at least one. They delegate to themselves, right? 2,000 near was delegated. At first it's 0 when you, it's 30 I guess. Sorry, it's 0 when you make the contract. It takes 30 near to make the contract. But after, right, you've made this, you can get other people to delegate to you and add more and more near to your staking pool. And so what it's saying is you can get 10 unlocked near points for delegating to your staking pool and then actually getting so you can see here, you have to have at least 30 near available to make your staking pool. You can choose your own fees, right? In the example, it's 1%. The marmaj pool is at 8%, 8.19. Other pools are at 5% or other amounts. And that's pretty much all that one is. Now checking on your node. Okay, so you get 15 unlocked stake points. Okay, but oops, this is probably what we're missing, right? So this is actually challenge number 4 that I didn't do, or again, we have monitoring on port 3030, but we can't access the RPC on port 3030. So I'm actually going to go through this a bit deeper to show here at least how it would have worked to access our node, and maybe we'll even try and do it since we actually know how to and everything now. Okay, so we know how to monitor stuff. That's fine. We know we'll get some logs. Okay, that's awesome. Actually, let me... Okay. RPC. Any node within the network offers RPC on port 3030 as long as it's open in the node's firewall. I think port 3030 is open in the firewall. I will have to check later, but anyways. The nearest CLI uses RPC calls behind the scene. The common use case, check on validator stat, node version, and see delegator stake. Oh, my firewall must be closed then, because outgoing must be available, but incoming must be closed. And so the benefit was what I can open port 3030 for incoming requests only from this specific computer, like this specific laptop, for example. And that would allow me to have more security in that sense. So blah, blah, blah. This is interesting. Check your node version. Okay, this seems too interesting. So let's take away this annoying command. And let's check this. Oops. JQ not found. So I didn't even install it. Look at me. Yes, please do the thing that you're asking me to do, because I'm asking you to do it first. And let's see if this actually shows me a version. Nope. Oh, wait. Will it let me just do this? Darn it. Let's try this one. Check delegators and stake. I don't know why I'd have to put... Oh, this is near view. That's definitely not going to work. Check region validator kicked. Okay, this all works on the machine. Okay, well this clearly works on my local machine, but I was hoping this would have some information about how to access this information from like a third-party computer. Like I'm on my laptop, how would I access the local net RPC on the other machine? But it didn't show that information. It just showed how to check this stuff out. And so we will, if we get a node running here at some point, we will go just, call the commands for fun. But the next challenge is run on multiple cloud providers. It's more about writing an article about where you're running. So this this live stream was meant to be an article about running locally. But, so acceptance criteria. Document the process and publish it. So I'm documenting it here on video, and it'll be published on YouTube. Include a step-by-step instruction on how to mount a node validator using Stakewars instructions. So we did that here, and we're trying to do it along the same time here as well. So as long as we get through challenge 4, I guess it counts. Although technically in this video we didn't actually set up the staking pool, which we could do, but there's no RPC open, so we cannot. And then included detailed screenshots and description of the process. In my opinion, when you're doing a video, the beautiful thing is you always have screenshots, and I talk way too much, so I think I give more than enough descriptions. Include pricing for running the validator. It's very expensive on a virtual machine. You can get cheaper virtual machines for about $100 a month. I still think it's easier to run a local hardware setup. A backup for internet is going to cost me $150 a month, which is more than a VM. Internet on its own is going to cost you $100 a month, which is, again, the same amount as a cheap VM, but you need it at your house anyways. So generally you're already looking at more than a VM just for super fast internet and a backup. But I mean, as long as you have really fast internet, your machine's going to probably set you back around $1,000 US. And then once you have your machine, it should run a node for a few years at least, and you can kind of make changes to your node as you see fit. So pricing, in my opinion, it's about $1,500 a month to $2,000. I mean, sorry, a year. Like $1,500 a year, $2,000 a year on average if you're doing a VM. And if you're doing a hardware setup at home, you're probably looking at, $1,000 a year in internet costs, and then like $1,000 upfront costs. So it ends up being the same over the first year, but then obviously in year 2, 3, 4, you still have your machine. Whereas with VM, you're just paying forever. But for Stakewars, obviously a VM would make more sense if you're just testing and seeing if something's worth it. Pricing for running a validator, yeah. Article in any language or review can be done for acceptance. Yeah. I'm sure we'll get stuff going. And then after this, there are other challenges. So quickly before we end this, you can just go to the URL and just hit 6. So if you'd like to ping your node every 12 hours or every epoch, your node needs to be pinged. I don't know why it's telling you to ping it every 5 minutes. It doesn't make sense to me. But you can do a ping through croncat, which is super cool. And so you get 50 near for pinging, but you can actually just log in here to ShardNet. They make it really easy. Again, there's obviously an error happening right now with the RPC being out, but you just, is it really just not working at all? I guess that makes sense. So, anyways, when you are able to log in, you'll be able to ask croncat, a decentralized cron service, to ping your node at whatever interval. And so that's what we do with our ShardNet nodes. Also on mainnet, that's what we used to do. And yeah, there's other challenges as well. So let's see. There's challenge number 7's the last one, and that one's asking you to do data science for staking, like bring some new. So judging criteria, clear and meaningful goal, being able to correctly and effectively grab data from the indexer RPC node, transform and aggregate data in the form of a final result, and straightforward data dashboard. And so you can earn up to 20 delegated near points. That's not cool. Anyways, Ally Near is saying that they'll give you up to 20 delegated near points if you start doing some data science stuff for chunk producers on Near. And then if you go to the 8th challenge, you can earn 50 unlocked Near and 30 delegated Near if you run a new smart contract on your account. So on the account right here, marmaj.shardnet.near currently has no smart contract on it. It has deployed a smart contract, the staking pool, but it has no smart contract on the actual individually owned account. And so if you do run a smart contract here that allows you to distribute tokens to multiple places, I don't really know. I have to read it a little more. But basically, withdraw is successfully distributed to accounts, and in case a bug is found, detail your feedback. So basically, deploy the smart contract, use it at least once, and share the transaction explorer. So this is the kind of stuff I like, where you're kind of having fun on chain, enjoying yourself with a community, building your research team, and then doing on-chain challenges to win Near tokens. It's pretty fun for me. So hopefully this video has been helpful. I've been streaming for an hour about Stakewars. I mean, honestly, this should give a pretty good overview of like what it is, how to get started. Before I end the video, I do want to go through these last few steps and start building and just seeing if we can get it going. So I'm pretty sure the next step is just to run the node. Pretty sure it'll just run. Attempting to connect to all these nodes. Oh no! Oops, oops, oops. Whoa, wait. Ah! No! Wait. Now it's gonna say locked. Okay. Oh, well, I guess I get to show more things. That I hit Control Z by accident instead of Control C. It happens to me a lot. So now it's saying that the resource is being used. Oh gosh. Honestly, Googling it is just faster. Find process. Oh, I could just do... No! Okay, you're being so difficult right now. Oh, it's PID of core. Why are you being annoying? Ah! Thank you. Shoot. How do I kill it now? just, it's like sudo kill -9 or something like that. I honestly forget every time. Let's just try sudo kill and then 17.0.34.17. Okay, no such process. What did I do? Oh no, that's the wrong. No. Ugh, why is this happening to me? Because the actual command that I'm supposed to use is in these Stakewars documents, but never in the actual Stakewars document. So I always have to go to like near.org/Stakewars. And then there's like Control F. Poop. Are you serious? This is being so difficult right now. What? They keep changing this. It's not cool. Ah! That's wild. Where is... Okay, slash... Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. This is pretty helpful. This is the actual doc that I use for mainnet stuff. Oh, Validator Bootcamp. Yeah. This has the actual information. So all the other information is great and all, but this has the stuff that just... the good stuff, you know? There you go. Because I know... Why does this happen to me? There you go. It's near D, not core. Oh, gosh. So this is the one, right? Home, doulos, dot near, run. So this is the one we have to kill. There we go. And now we can try running it. The reason I killed it is because it You're being special. You're being... Why is it being like this? 1702. Very weird. Okay, yeah, so it keeps saying like, oh, mainnet, mainnet, mainnet. Which I thought was weird. But then it seemed like it started working. Like here. Oh no, yeah, it didn't. Our Genesis, Genesis ID, Chain ID, mainnet. Their Genesis. So yeah. Graceful shutdown. Okay. So basically, CD. I probably have a meeting. Like, it's definitely late in the day now. Cat config. So config.json network address. Sorry, I need to cat Genesis. Yeah, Genesis.json seems very incorrect, actually. So, okay. Quickly, because I probably have some kind of meetings that I'm late for at some point. So, to do this, all we gotta do is, this is the snapshot one. Control C. So, we want to rm remove genesis.json and then wget. Oh, perfect. Oh shoot. No, I don't think I need important. Not required to get snapshot after hard fork on snapshot during that. So shoot. I still need a snapshot though. The heck? I have no Genesis JSON. It takes 4 minutes, so I feel like we should just do it. Not required to get snapshot after hard fork. But now is after. Why wouldn't they just remove it? The heck? Okay, because. No, I feel like that wasn't going to work. rm-r Genesis. Delete that again. This is what I feel like. See? Okay. Target release near near D. No such file or directory. Okay, so shoot. Where's the part that says here? Sorry. This is the part that I meant. My bad. We're just gonna get the Genesis.json straight from like Amazon, whatever. So Genesis. So we're basically saying, okay, get near.genesis from Amazon and put it right there. And it should be much quicker than the 4 minutes, although it's... What? There's no way it should take 30 minutes to download. It should take a few seconds, to be completely honest. But maybe it downloads the full snapshot anyways. That'd be interesting. If it downloaded the snapshot anyway. That's why it was... But yeah, it's pretty quick. I'm gonna go find my phone. I feel like I should find my phone. I feel like people probably made meetings with me or messaging me, and I'm just like streaming here. 1 second. Okay. Found my phone. And I didn't have any meetings, I don't think. Yeah, some random notifications, lots of those. Sure. Okay. So, oh, it's still downloading. Wow. It's going a bit slow. I have lots and lots of messages though. Jeez. Now it's saying 5 minutes. Hey. Why is it taking this long? So normally, all I'm really doing is saying, go to Near Genesis, download Genesis, yeah, why would this take... Oh, what? Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, something's not... Oh, wait. They really just put all of the state in Genesis. I'm actually... Wow, yeah, that's a huge file. Okay, I've... I feel like I did this on my computer the other day. It didn't take this long. That is wild. So it's saying I don't need... I'm so confused. Actually, sorry. It's saying... You don't need the snapshot. Isn't this exactly what I'm downloading though? HTTPS, Amazon, near core deploy, shardnet, Genesis, JSON. So if you don't do that, oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, okay. We're not doing this. This will take us... Now it's saying 10 minutes, but I just think it's lying. So we're going to try something else. RM. Oh! That's probably why. Okay, we're going to try this again. Oh no, sorry. This probably still won't work. Let's see. Yeah, it's taking forever for some reason. Shoot. Why do I keep doing that? I wanted to try this one. To initialize. Could not open Yeah, so this is what I had last time. You try and initialize, and it says, we can't initialize anything because there's no Genesis.json, which I always found to be really weird because it says, like, initializing it gives you that. So then I always would go with this next. And I think you have to wait for this. I just find it weird that this is the snapshot that it said you don't need. Anyways, this loop I always find interesting. Maybe I was just freaking out because it was taking like an insane amount of time for some reason. But yeah, it should not take long. It should take like a minute. Or like yeah. So hopefully this works this time. 2 minutes. And it's done. Yeah, so I mean, here it does say again, so initialize working directory, it says do this, and then it says it's going to give you config, Genesis, and node key. My only issue is that whenever I set up a cargo build and all of that, I feel like yeah, I don't know. I always start from like halfway. I don't start from the beginning very often. Okay. Stop. It keeps stopping. 30. That's why it takes hours. I keep running into these weird issues. Anyways. 8 kilobytes a second. That's why it's not going to go. Okay, well, I'm having a lot of issues regardless, but this is Stakewars, and hopefully this provides a good overview at least of, I mean, I'm sure it doesn't provide that good of an overview. I feel like something's always broken. Stakewars does go until September, and so there is kind of time in the month of August to get started. Most people getting started now, I guess I would suggest maybe waiting like a week or two to get started if like you have no clue what you're doing, just because there is just like a lot of smaller issues, but it is fun. It is a great way to learn, and so yeah, getting started is totally fine too. I'm very confused by this. It's like every time I try and download this, it just says no. It says, hey, we're pretty much almost done already. It's only 1 gig, the file size, or less. 600 megabytes. And it just stops. Oh, gosh. Yeah, look, you can see right here. It's only 600 megabytes. It's saving to, like, yeah. It's just, I don't know why. I just want to start the node. I want to be on this stream and at least be like, okay, it took me an hour and 20 minutes, but I got my node started and there was no issues with that at least. But it seems like we are going to have issues, sadly. Man. If anyone ever watches these and has like tips for not having stuff like this happen, that would be great. I don't know why my screen is like yelling at me, saying something's happening, but definitely not. Okay, maybe I just gotta try this a few times. Like, clearly that didn't work. Ugh. CD. Config node key, and we're going to try again, I suppose, because it really shouldn't take long. It really like should just be like, oh, a few megabytes a second, it just goes. But there we go. 1 megabyte a second, 2, 6 megabytes a second. Okay, 11% done, 6 megabytes a second. It's going well. Please keep going, because we only need it to work for like another minute and a half. No! Why? Why just stop? What is going on? I've never... Like, everyone's seeing this, right? At the bottom of my screen here, it just stops. I guess maybe I can Google it. Like, I've never had this type of an issue before, for a small file too. File download, pause, slowing down halfway through. Let's see. Nah, man, my ISP provider doing it would be terrible. A lot of people using the server would be reasonable, but okay. Answers. This isn't helpful. I need like real information. Nah. I want to know, like, yeah, the torrent. This is from 2014. That's not helpful. So basically they're saying my internet service provider might be detecting that I'm downloading a large file and slowing me down. Which would be insane. Terrible. But... like, do I really have to sit here for hours waiting for this to download? I feel like this is crazy. Oh, man. There's got to be another way, right? Like, is there a way to call the... This is so weird. Yeah, but can you use a curl or something? Yeah, this is just clearly not working. This is so crazy. So if you run into issues like this, like me, you know, feel free to leave a comment if you want to fix this. Maybe there's some like Amazon throttling thing I need to be aware of. Maybe there's some like command I can use to say, hey, please don't throttle me for the next minute so I can get this downloaded. But it doesn't seem like throttling though. It seems like it legitimately just stops. It goes to about 6 megabytes per second upload speed, which is pretty good. And then it just decides this isn't for you. I don't want to jinx nothing. Maybe legitimately you just gotta try it multiple times and just pray. Oh my God. Come on. Please. No. Back up. I feel like I'm watching live sports. Come on, halfway. This is supposed to be so fast. It's just like... So as you can see, when you're doing stuff like this, sometimes it's just, it seems like just good luck or bad luck. You just gotta try a bunch of times. That was a pretty funny issue, I think, where I tried 3, 4, 5 times, just would not work. I did not do anything different. This time I just kept deleting the file, restarting, deleting the file, trying to download it again, deleting the file, and it seems like that worked. I'm like afraid to move anything now, actually. I don't want to touch it. And then I am going to start syncing the node. Although this is not going to be a validator node. I'm doing this kind of just for fun. The idea is that my laptop was always supposed to be a RPC node. But for some reason, the last time I tried doing it, it wouldn't work. So probably going to try it again soon. I think it'd be super cool to have like an RPC node on my laptop where I can just like go to a new spot, sync the node from a snapshot, start hacking locally, stuff like that. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, it's supposed to be done, but we'll see. Please be done. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. No, that was so unnecessary. Oh my gosh. Pretty sure it's not going to work, by the way. Like, I will just leave it here, I think, and stop this video because... Oh my gosh. It literally needed 16 more megabytes. Like you can see here, the total is 616. We're at 603. I have no clue how to like it. Let's see if this number changes, like 0.84 when it does little flare-ups. Oh, seems like it. I just want to see what happens if I just go like, sorry, I shouldn't even be here. I should be, let's see, CD. Near. Let's see if this works. Wget. I was wondering if maybe if I just tried it again, if it would just finish off the download, but I don't think it works like that. Oh, it worked! Maybe. Okay, I know you can't actually cat that thing. Okay. I still feel like we might have some issues here, but I don't really care. We're just gonna, cause this video, oh my gosh, okay. Mm-hmm. Pain in my butthole. Let's do that again. Okay. Wget. Let's 1707.291. shardnet, core deploy, shardnet, Genesis. Is it really just gonna like give me a bunch of them still? Colorado. Okay. Why? Oh my gosh. Error while parsing the string. So basically, by doing it twice, it messed up. I'm pretty sure. See? Started going. Did something weird to it. What? We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. To go through, not make a mistake, actually finish. There's no reason for these type of errors to me, my opinion. Why is it going so slow? I think my ISP is just mad at me. They're like, why are you running a node in that room and this room and the other room? Like, you could just work. And then I wouldn't have to deal with this. It stopped at 10% that time, eh? I feel like this is the weirdest thing I've ever had to like go through. Where like I just know it's not gonna work. But like, why is it now only doing one? And it stopped at 9% this time. Oh, okay. It came back to life on its own. That's amazing. Okay, 20% might work. Come on. No. Back up. Please. No, you don't need to do that. It worked last time though. Like it came back, like for real. So I'm gonna give it a chance. But I'm gonna just start closing stuff. It's been real, friends. That's Stakewars. If you can figure out a better way to get Genesis JSON, onto your computer, that's great. I feel like someone needs to host this on like GitHub or something like that and just allow you to Git clone it. I've always kind of been a bit confused. Maybe hosting like large files on GitHub is hard. But I feel like I'm always using AWS, something like this, and I feel like I've had these types of issues a lot. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go walk my dog soon instead of this. Because to be honest, this is all great and everything, but like, come on, please. I just want to run a node. But yeah, I mean, we did go over a few of the challenges, how you get started. But I think every time I've tried to do one of these streams where I just get on my laptop or get on my computer and just start doing it, there's always some type of large shardnet issue. Let's see if our PC's even back yet. 1 hour ago. Refresh the page. 50 minutes ago, 51 minutes ago, yeah. I think I'm just going to leave this open. Even though it really doesn't want to do anything. And yeah, that's it for me today. See y'all tomorrow maybe for some wonderful streaming. If y'all participate in Stake Wars, hope you have more luck than I had today. But excited to see your validator up with us. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to join the marmaj Discord, marmaj.org/Discord, and you can kind of get more information. We can help each other out and have some fun. So. Bye everyone, that video was insanely long and we didn't really get much done.